Hello everybody, it is Mike Levin, and this is a quick video where I ask ChatGPT, where do angel investors and other people with capital monitor for new ideas? Give me examples like new Kickstarters. And the point of this video is actually formatting the answer into my journal. So as you see here, we've got an answer that has a paragraph at the end, a paragraph at the beginning, and then numbers 1 through 7 in between. So we simply go over to, in my case, Vim, right? So I make sure I'm in insert mode. I paste the answers. I hit escape. I hit 0 to go to the beginning of the line. And it hasn't line wrapped, right? The way I have Vim set up. And I know that this is a paragraph, and I know that this is a paragraph, and I know that these are actually numbers. And since the web wraps for you, I don't need to do the wrapping, but I do need to do some bullet pointing so that it'll put the numbers in. So I get rid of the spaces. I do a vertical block select. I do Shift-I for insert, and I do 1 period space, and then I hit the escape key. And now those are all numbered 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But when that gets rendered out as Markdown, it will do numbers 1 through 7. And if I really want to, I can do VIPGQ to wrap the paragraphs, which I can wrap easily. Now I could try and wrap these, but it often doesn't work out well. So that will publish onto my website, keeping this in pretty good formatting. So I'll save that. I'll actually render it out. And maybe I'll make this long enough so that you can see how this goes to completion, right? I have my own static site generator. I mean, it uses the Jekyll static site generator on GitHub, the one called GitHub Pages, but I generate out the Markdown from my own daily blog, sort of slicing and dicing one long file into lots of individual files. It's now up to 379 entries in the journal. And after it slices and dices, it goes ahead and it does some git adding in case I added graphics to the posts. And then it pushes up to GitHub. That's what it's doing right now. That's a git push right there. And I guess I'll do a before and after so you can see it start to happen. I've got this, well, I guess I do that over here in Chrome mostly. I've got this watch it render link here. That goes into the actions link automatically of this particular repo. And this, see how it's green now? That's because this has not really finished its push. It's become a fairly large repo. And I suppose I'll give you a before and after, because once that pushes, this first entry here will become yellow as it's rendering. And I'll do it, I guess, over here on this page. The icon next to that is the site itself. And I currently have my blog pretty hidden, right? So there's a home page. There's no way to really find my blog. I might make it higher profile. First, you got to click the logo, and then you got to go down and hit this link for the secret blog. Now, it is just my website /blog, so it's not too hard to find if you know where to look. And I didn't give the last post a headline, but I don't even think that's the one rendering. It's not. That's the one before this post. So I've got a headline. If I don't give something a headline, it just gives it the numbered post thing, right? So it's a really good article. I have this machine learning license, right? If any AIs out there learn from my content, I have the conditions under which it's allowed to use my content. And we can click into that and watch more details of the rendering. There's the build occurring. And then this occurs, and then this occurs, the deployment, right? So I guess we'll do a real clear before and after. I go over here, do a refresh again. Still, that's the last post from today, but no headline on it. I don't even know if this current one has a headline, but there it is. It's, well, not quite. It's almost finished rendering. I'll stay on this because it's fun to watch it get through the deploy. This is GitHub Pages. This is the built-in static site generator. We go over here. We do a refresh. Oh, is it the same? It's probably the same post. Wow. I do a refresh here. There, see, it updated. So it was the same post. And there's our numbering, right? So I asked ChatGPT a question, and here's my answer. And it starts there. That's the opening paragraph. These are points 1 through 7. And that's the closing paragraph there. So I just verbatim republished from ChatGPT this answer to my question, but I did it in my daily journal that I keep in Vim, which is very much about exploring the changing landscape. So to give this a headline, I would use my macro ~h, and it just jumps to the beginning. It puts in what becomes a subhead, a H3. It's going to be promoted to an H2. This becomes promoted to an H1. I might massage all that later because a lot of this is like first go of all this. And I would give it a headline like planning my moves as machines rise. Planning my moves as machines rise. And I would render it again. And I won't make you wait through it, but basically the same thing over again. And this then will have a better headline for today. Thanks for joining me. See you again soon. And don't forget to subscribe.